Welcome to this week's edition of Tech Sunday Funday. Thankfully, it's a little quieter than last week, which was absolute chaos. It seems every week now there's new AI news, so you can expect a little bit of that, but mixed in with a healthy mix of everything else. Let's kick it off with the Master and Dynamic MW09 earphones. I've always been a big fan of Master and Dynamic, the New York-based headphone maker. Their products have always exuded quality, with luxury materials and excellent sound quality. In fact, I still use a couple of their headphones now. Their latest product is the MW09, which is a pair of true wireless earphones that also have active noise cancelling. The design is gorgeous, with the MW09 being made of sapphire crystal and aluminium. The MW09 supports a decent array of audio codecs, so you can get the most out of the audio quality from both iPhones and Android phones. If your Android phone supports it, it also supports Snapdragon sound. Additionally, it supports Bluetooth multipoint, which is basically a necessity in earphones and headphones nowadays. Basically, it allows you to connect to multiple devices at the same time. As with most wireless earphones, they support both active noise cancellation and transparency modes. Battery life is quoted to be 16 hours, which is really impressive. Additionally, there is a companion app which allows you to tweak the EQ to your liking and dial in the noise cancellation. My excitement is a 5 out of 10. While I've always liked Master & Dynamic's headphones, I've never been a big fan of their earphones. For me, with the MW08 and MW07, I had connectivity issues. I hated the physical controls, and active noise cancellation was always a sore point. However, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they've addressed all of these issues in their latest pair. They go on sale on November 14th and cost $349 or £319. Nothing, Carl Pei's tech company, has been quite the tech disruptor over the last year, with their fashion-conscious products such as the Nothing Ear 2 and Nothing Phone 2. These phones have proven to be very successful in Europe, but converting users to move over to Nothing in the US is a completely different story. In the US, iPhones absolutely dominate. Not because there isn't competition, there really is, but users are reluctant to move away and miss out on iMessage. Now, in Europe, this doesn't matter. We all use WhatsApp anyway. So whether you're an Android user or an iPhone user, everybody's happy. In the US, things are slightly different. There's almost a social status attached to using iMessage. No one wants to be the person in the group with a green bubble. And for the sake of social dignity, it's just easier to have an iPhone. Nothing wants to compete with the iPhone in the US. And to do this, they need to somehow tackle the blue bubble versus green bubble phenomenon. To do this, Nothing has launched Nothing Chats, which allows Nothing phone owners to actually send and receive iMessages on their phone. How does this even work? Well, Nothing has partnered with a company called Sunbird, which essentially has a farm of Mac Minis, which routes iMessages to and from the Nothing phone, essentially mimicking the use of an iPhone. Security and privacy is definitely a concern here though, because your iCloud credentials are stored on one of these Mac Minis. My excitement for this is a 1 out of 10. It doesn't personally impact me, as everyone I know either uses WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. It's kind of crazy and sad to think that something like this has to even exist. How a blue bubble has so much influence over brand loyalty and also social groups. Nothing Chat is currently in beta and is only available on the Nothing Phone 2. The way to describe Opal is a luxury webcam maker. Their first product, the Opal C1, was a Mac-only webcam that promised great audio and video quality in a sleek package. To a large extent, they succeeded. It was a beautifully designed webcam that did offer fantastic audio and video quality, but it was so reliant on software to get it working properly, and quite often it was buggy. Their latest product is called the Opal Tadpole, which is a webcam that's specifically designed for laptops, and this time both for Mac and Windows. Opal is claiming that it's the world's smallest webcam. This time, instead of relying on software, it's a truly plug-and-play experience without the need for any software. You can still install their optional software if you want more granular control over the webcam. The Tadpole can record up to 4K video and is backed up by a bright 1/2-inch Sony sensor, which should offer substantially better video quality than your laptop's webcam. It also has a directional microphone that's designed to only pick up audio that's in line of sight, which should reduce any background noise. Unique to the Tadpole is a physical mute switch built into the USB-C cable. My excitement level for this is a 6 out of 10. There's not much innovation in the webcam industry. Not that there necessarily needs to be, but it's nice to see a company focus on a webcam that's truly designed for laptops, and not one that needs to sit on top of a desktop monitor. This is truly designed for people that want a high-quality webcam on the go, whether they're working from a cafe or traveling abroad. It's available to order now for $175. Now onto some more AI news. Microsoft has just rebranded its AI chatbot Bing Chat to Microsoft Copilot. It launched Bing Chat earlier this year to compete with ChatGPT, integrating it into its own search engine. Microsoft is now pitching Copilot as a standalone service, now accessible through copilot.microsoft.com, instead of having to use it through the Bing search engine. The rebranding comes as Microsoft acknowledges it needs to compete more directly with ChatGPT. Users can still access Copilot through Bing and Windows, but now it's accessible to everyone through the new website. In addition to the rebranding to Copilot, they also announced Copilot Studio, which is essentially the exact same thing that OpenAI announced last week with custom GPTs, allowing you to create bespoke personal AIs for a variety of use cases. Honestly, at this point, I'm sick of talking about generative AI. I get it, it's the next big thing, and it's going to change the world and put us all out of jobs eventually. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 on my excitement meter. It's no doubt going to be a very powerful resource for many. I'm just tired of AI, until I see some magic. If you want to try out Copilot, it's out now. Okay, next up, still Microsoft, but this time it's a new productivity app called Loop. It's actually been out for a while now, but now it's available for everyone to use. If you've used Notion before, then Microsoft Loop will feel very familiar. It's kind of a productivity, note-taking, to-do, collaboration, second brain kind of application. Since it's made by Microsoft, you can expect it to integrate very well with the entire Office suite. It also has Copilot built in to summarize meetings or just brainstorm new ideas. My excitement is a cautiously optimistic 7 out of 10. I'll have to use Loop more in depth to get an idea of what it's capable of, but I've been a long-time user of Notion, and I'm a really big fan of these sort of all-in-one productivity apps, so I'm excited to see how it compares. Analogue Pocket is a high-end modern-day Game Boy, and it's been out for a while now. And for those who missed it, what makes it unique is that it doesn't rely on emulation to play games. It has the classic cartridge slot. It also has a high-resolution LCD screen that is 10 times the resolution of the original Game Boy, and it doubles as a music synthesizer, because why not? It had an amazing reception. People really loved this thing, and now it comes in an array of beautiful colors. My excitement level for this is a 7 out of 10. While I won't be picking up one for myself, color has a huge impact on the way you interact with your devices. A splash of color here and there can make even the most boring product exciting to use, and the Analogue Pocket is far from that. Now, I just wish the Steam Deck would get the same treatment. Available now and goes on sale for $249. Google Photos is a must-have application. It's what I use to back up all of my photos. It has really powerful search functionality for rediscovering old memories, and it makes it super easy to share photos and albums with friends and family. Its latest update introduces a couple of really useful features. The first is called Photo Stacks, which groups similar images together in a single entry. So if you took a million selfies and needed to get the right angle, it'll group all of those together. The second feature is a useful shortcut that lets you create calendar entries from images like tickets or a poster for an event. I'll give this a 6 out of 10 on my excitement meter. I think the Photo Stacks feature will bring some order to my chaotic photo library, but the calendar entry feature just isn't something I'm going to use. People love nostalgia, whether it's a movie reboot with the original cast or a music throwback playlist, and even games consoles too. Well, Atari is back with the Atari 2600 Plus games console, which is a faithful recreation of a 70s classic console, with some modern quality of life upgrades such as an HDMI port. Just like the Analogue Pocket, it retains the iconic cartridge slot, so you can play your original games. If you want to take a trip down memory lane and rediscover some of your favorite games, then this might just be for you. My excitement level for this is a 7 out of 10. There's just something magical about retro games consoles and the games that come with them. They don't have the same scope as modern day consoles and games, but they're just fun, simple, addictive, and meant to be shared with friends and family. Modern day games now, at least the vast majority of them, are just full of bloat. You can order the Atari 2600 Plus right now for $129. So that's your tech wrap up for the week. What piece of technology excited you most this week? Let me know in the comments below. Honestly, this week nothing really excited me, but if I had to choose, I would say the Atari 2600 Plus console. I went to an arcade recently, and I forgot how fun classic games were. They're not bogged down by the modern day expectations of video games, and provide an experience that's meant to be shared with friends and family. So, if the Atari 2600 Plus can even provide a glimmer of this experience, then I think that's a good thing. Anyway, that's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more like this, and until then, I'll catch you later.